Run it. This one the hit, yo. Lady Sarojini. Bless up everyone. This is Jordan Ben from Jamaica here representing for the host, Lady Sarojini with the Caribbean Connection Show. Hey, Power 93.5 FM, CHMR 11. I'm another criminal, so get on your certain. But let me tell you though, if you never know, I'm an island man with an African culture. No drugs, no in my bag.
When we dancing, hey, you are my king, I'm your queen. We don't have nobody in between.
Live from Toronto, this is DJ Eruption. You're listening to Sarojini from Caribbean Connections. Peace out.
Then you hold my bumper and grind, slow the beat.
Hi, this is Vinod from New York City, and you're listening to Sarojini on the Caribbean Connections.
Like a Lego, yeah. Your bumper is a magnet. I stick on like a magnet.
Yeah, it's magnetic. Join Sarojini on Caribbean Connections, Thursdays at 1. Walk through the sands with poetry from our great leaders and academics. Jive with us to Soca, Reggae, Chutney, and Calypso. Get your current cricket results, meet special guests, and more. Every Thursday, 11:30 Eastern, 1 p.m. Newfoundland time.
No matter your disability, you likely face barriers in your everyday life. At Neil Squire, we help break those barriers down by helping you access employment, technology, and the tools you need to live your life to the fullest. As a nonprofit organization, we empower people with disabilities all across Canada, and we are here for you too. Visit neilsquire.ca to learn more.
Hello, and good afternoon, my wonderful, beautiful folks. Oh my goodness. Listen, let me tell y'all something. The weather here in the beautiful city of St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada is absolutely beautiful. Like, we cannot ask for a better day. It's about 23, 24 degrees, but with the humidex, it feels like 27. And there's a bit of a breeze, guys, so we are just having a wonderful time. And just a few days ago, a couple days ago on July 1st, we celebrated Canada Day. As many of you know, July 1st is the Canadian celebration of wonderful patriotism and love for our beautiful country and all of that jazz. And of course, tomorrow, July 4th, is our friends and relatives to the south in the USA, July 4th. Now, I kind of chuckled there, not because it's a bad thing. I know all of y'all know what's going on between our two wonderful countries, and we love our neighbors, and we know many of them love us. So let's open our arms, open up our hearts, and be kind and gentle, because you know what? The world needs more of that. So today, I was thinking, what am I going to make my show? What am I going to feature today? Because, last week we featured a lot of soca and chutney vibes, to get you into the mood of summer. So today I said, okay, so we just celebrated Canada Day, and tomorrow is July 4th. So we're sort of the in-between here today. So I'm going to be featuring a lot of Canadian artists, especially in this first hour. So, without further ado, let us open up today's segment with the boys from Toronto. This is Cobo Town and London Town.
You're not quite what I expected. I beg your pardon if I seem dejected. From a colony you once neglected. Outside child coming home. America had the muscle but you had the mind. They had the bustle but you had the design. Which one wills together like rope from twine. I thought as I walked off the serpentine in you. London town. It was the middle of March and I was walking out. London town. Didn't know I saw so I walked all around. London town. Like a ship which had run aground in you, London town. We once wanted to be like you. Gold a hat, gabardine suit, now we hip an empire. Closer to home, mimic men to the end, you build it in our bones. We would imagine you were the metropole. We the fragment, you were the whole. We were the flesh, you were the mind and soul. At least that's how we hear the story told by you, London town. It was the middle of March and I was walking around London town. Didn't know I saw, so I walked all around London town. Feeling like a ship which had run aground in you, London town. London, your sun is set, but the night has not quite fallen yet. All the stars caught in your galaxy, they flicker like lamps in your city, in you, London town. Walking the streets, history crashing all around London town. Oh, bells ringing, I can hear the sound through you, London town. You're not what I expected. I beg your pardon if I seem dejected. From a colony once neglected. Outside child coming home. Long time London since your flag came down. Long time since we moved along. But now I see just how entwined we were left by the years that we left behind with you, London town. It was the middle of March and I was walking around London town. Didn't know I saw, so I walked all around London town. Feeling like a ship which had run aground in you, London town.
Alright folks, that was Cobo Town and London Town. So this is our own boy from, guess where? Oh my gosh, Newfoundland and Labrador and St. John's. And this is Troy and Bent. And this is Island Man.
Your back, we smell something funny. We say true after pardon me. I'm another criminal, so get on your searching. Let me tell you though, if you never know, I'm an island man with an African culture. No drugs, no in, I'm a bad. You know the story. I am a Rastaman. Island man with an African culture. No drugs, no in, I'm a bad. You know the story. I am a Rastaman. Stop trying to stop my flow. I'm not illegal. The book fi do a show of foreign, so nobody tripping like a criminal. Rasta degree so credential. I use in the herbs sacramental. It's the one in me, divine in the vine. So me give judge a praise every time. So me leave ya, figure perform away. Anywhere's a home away from home when we stay. Big up to the fans and when me meet a UK. I share the word, that judge I say. So no judge me by my image. Everybody got the privilege. London wood for the daughter. Make sure run for the water. An island man with an African culture. No drugs, no in, I'm a bad. You know the story. I am a Rastaman. An island man with an African culture. No drugs, no in, I'm a bad. You know the story. I am a Rastaman, traveling the world, singing reggae music. It's a comfort to my soul, spreading positivity. This is what we need in the communities. You say the children are the future. Make we show them where we mean. Rasta show love from in the past. Them say we are black heart and no test. Oh no, don't judge me by my image. Don't judge me by my image. Don't judge me by my image. Don't judge me by my. I'm an island man with an African culture. No drugs, no eat, I'm a bad. You know the story. I am a Rastaman, an island man with an African culture. No drugs, no eat, I'm a bad. You know the story. I am a Rastaman, yeah. Like a thief in the night, the struggle keeps coming, but I'm not asleep. I'm awake and working. I know Jah is near. Whenever I see a mirror, I'm one. Jah number one. I'm wide awake. See right through ya. You think you're tough and bold, and you're like a broken window. Thought you win the battle, Jah won the war, and now I face the struggles, lurking in the dark, like a thief in the night. The struggle keeps coming, but I'm not asleep. I'm awake and working. I know Jah is near. Whenever I see a mirror, I'm a one. Jah number one. Just through them knife, them see me here and them a say me dirty. My conscience in my rhymes and them a say me crazy. Me influence my lines so the youths them get the point. Make them know them have a choice of a true reality. I see something higher, shining like the sun, brighten up my way when the darkness comes. Like a thief in the night, the struggle keeps coming, but I'm not asleep. I'm awake and working, and I know Jah is near. Whenever I see a mirror, I'm one. Jah number one. Jah number one. Like a thief in the night, struggle keeps coming, but I'm not asleep. I'm awake and working. I know Jah is near. Whenever I see a mirror, I'm a one. Jah number one. One. Get it?
All right, folks, we were driving to St. John's, Troyden Bend, and that was number one. So yeah, listen, Troyden Bend is originally from Jamaica, just outside of Kingston. I think a few hours, but he's here in Newfoundland. He records. He lives part of the time here with his fiancée. They go back and forth to Jamaica to record and all of that good stuff. But before we go any further, well, that track was actually called Number One, and it's for all you number ones out there. And I am extending a warm welcome to all of you listening here on the island of Newfoundland and Labrador, in Toronto, Winnipeg, Regina, Saskatoon, Calgary, Vancouver, Maple Ridge, on the Sunshine Coast in beautiful British Columbia. Crossing over to New York, a special shout out to Nalini and Vinod in the Atchisons in Connecticut, Washington, D.C., to the Faltines, Texas, California, going even further to New Delhi, India, Berlin, Germany, Brussels, Egypt, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, and the Netherlands, and to my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, in Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Kitts and the Nevis, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, Barbados, Belize, the Bahamas, and to all of you whom I haven't mentioned, welcome, welcome, welcome. You know we love y'all. We thank you for being here. However you got here, thank you, thank you. It means a lot to us here on Caribbean Connections. I am your host, Sarojini, and I host this awesome show, Caribbean Connections.
Put a positive in your thoughts. Research on the words and the language you talk. Cause there is so much that's untold from the past. When they tried to take out of our right the ras, the king had no fear when them big bomber blast. Behold the warning about them in contrast. A tree without a root is like a break without a fast. So me have to Hail Rastafari, long live the king. Empress Menen, queen lives within. Get back and relax and just ease on my mind. Get back and relax and just ease on my mind. I'm more like, yeah. One. Long live the king. I'm a told them try them can't come cage me. Mama Africa me have to reach safely. Never defile and extinguish the truth. Teach history and love to the youth. Listen me. Music is a healer. So is my voice. These words help you receive what's in my mind. Hail Rastafari, long live the king. Empress Menen, queen lives within. Get back and relax and just ease on my mind. Yeah. Get back and relax and just ease on my mind. Hey, Rastafari, long live the king. Empress Menen. Get back and relax and just ease on my mind. Get back and relax and just ease on my mind.
All right, folks, that was Troyden Bent, and music is the healer. So, today on the program, we are featuring our wonderful Canadian artists. And here is Baraka from St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada.
When I grow a little more, when I find all of the things you really needed, I will love you like before. When my promises are broken,
This is Island Queen by Baraka.
all my actions will be words that I have heeded. I will love you like before. So I will learn every little thing, and I will wait your champion. Every dragon at my feet, I will conquer every land. I will be a better man for you, my island queen. When I've gone a little further and I've given it my all, when I look below and all I see is mountains, I will love you like before. And if I'm lucky, you will be there at that cliff on Signal Hill. I'll be nervous and my heart it will be pounding, but I'll love you like before. I will learn every little thing, and I will win every battle I am in. You will have me as your champion. Every dragon at my feet, I will conquer every land. I will be a better man for you, my island queen. I will learn every little thing, and I will win every battle I am in. Baby, I will be your champion. Every dragon at my feet, I will conquer every land. I will be a better man for you, my island queen. For you, my island queen. For you, my island queen.
Alright, that was Baraka, Island Queen, from the fair city of St. John's in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. And guess what? We are going to feature another Canadian group called Ocan. They are from the Spanish diaspora living in Toronto, and it's from their album called Espiral, and this track is called Espiral. right, folks. Wasn't that incredible? Oh my goodness. And that was the group Ocan from the album Espiral. And that track was called Espiral. But you know what? We love them so much here on Caribbean Connections. Why don't we give them another listen, a different track before we head to break? And this one is called Agula. And this is Ocan from the album Espiral.
Yo no encuentro las palabras para describir lo que siento en mi alma cuando pienso en ti, en todo lo que has sido, lo que has recorrido para lograr ser libre y volar sin fin. Cuánto ha dolido
That was the Juno award-winning group Okan from the album Esperal, and that track was called Agula. Now, they actually came to St. John's here in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, and they performed for the Tombolo Multicultural Festival, which is happening now, folks. You know, tomorrow and on the weekend, there's a lot of activities. Go online, go to the Facebook page of Tombolo. They've got a festival on tomorrow. They've got a concert on Saturday at the Arts and Culture Center, I believe, and other venues around the city. But yes, Okan was invited by the executive director of Tombolo Multicultural Festival, Dr. Zainab Jarrett, and they put on an amazing show. And I believe that same year, which was I think a couple years ago, they won the Juno Award, which is the equivalent of our Academy Awards, I guess, the music awards in America. And I think they won the best global music group or best international group. So folks, get out there and support them. This is an amazing track. Actually, I had an older one from a few years ago called Labyrinth, and they had a lot of beautiful tracks in here as well, but this latest one really struck me. And you know, they in their little CD now, no album here yet, the big covers we're used to now. On this CD, there's a little phrase that they have here to thank everyone, and I want to read it to you because it's so impactful and it really touched me when I read it. When I opened the case and I saw a beautiful design case, lovely colors indicating, you know, the Cuban, Spanish culture. So get out there and buy Okan. And here is what they have to say. We are grateful to be in a world where there are people willing to fight for a better future and trust that music is a way to heal and succeed. To our families, friends, and all the guest musicians on the second album, a very special thank you. So there you have it, folks. This is a very special thank you. Their second album, where they're thanking everybody who had such an integral part in the production and making of this second album. Well, after saying that, we're going to take a short break, everyone. But don't go away. Stay with us, and we will be right back.
Hi, this is Florian Höfner, co-curator and artistic director of the Atlantic Jazz Nights.
And you're listening to the Florian Höfner Trio, featured with other great jazz on My Jazz Links every Tuesday at 7 and Sunday at 8. CHMR FM, where words and music are far from ordinary.
Are you the kind of person who yells at the radio, "Don't tell me about the artist, I don't care where they grew up, just play the song"? If that's the case, then don't listen to my program. I'm Ivan Emke. On my show, Roots and Branches and Beyond, I like to explain where the sounds come from. So if you'd like to know a bit about what you're listening to, every Saturday morning at 11, CHMR 93.5 FM, music that knows where it's from.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you feeling stuck in your current music rotation? Feel like you're searching for something new and don't know where to start? Let us set you up. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Christina.
And we're the hosts of Blind Date on CHMR, a show where you meet a new album and we pay the bill.
Every Monday, we take turns picking albums for the other person to ultimately see if it's love at first listen.
Join us for all the fun every Monday night at 9 p.m. right here on CHMR 93.5 FM, Newfoundland's only alternative.
Expect the unexpected on the Newfound Records Radio Hour, Saturdays at noon on CHMR.
Hi, this is Roland Skinner, the host of Jig's Dinner, reminding you to join me this Sunday at 1 p.m. for lots of great Newfoundland, Irish, and Celtic music. Request lines are always open at 701-2434. The area code is 709.
Listen to over 500 radio stations from anywhere with Radio Player, the must-have app. That's funny, well-informed, dominating the music scene at the gym or in the car. Enjoy every type of radio station, anywhere, anytime. Listen through your phone, Sonos, Google Chromecast, Google Home, Amazon Echo, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Download the Radio Player app today. It's where radio plays.
You're listening to... Don't touch that dial.
It's my turn. Campus and community radio stations are committed to fair play. We want to hear your voice. Visit this station to find out how you can volunteer, meet inspiring women, play women's music, attend training sessions, and develop skills for media careers. Play fair, tune in, and drop by this station. Be the change you want to hear.
This message was brought to you by Women's Hands and Voices, an initiative of the National Campus and Community Radio Association. Check out our website at ncra.ca/women.
Every second, someone flees their home due to natural disasters. The Arctic ice that regulates our planet's weather is vanishing. That means floods, famine, and more are on the rise. But there's a simple solution, and you have the right to know. My name is Parvati. Please join me in creating a healthy future with MAPS, the Marine Arctic Peace Sanctuary. Get involved at parvati.org, parvati.org. It literally means the world.
Hey, Mom, can we go rollerblading?
Oh, not tonight, sweetie. Maybe another night.
Mom, parents who spend time with their kids in their younger years have a better chance of being close to their kids in those difficult teen years. I'm 12 right now. And when I turn 13, I'll become a whole different person. I'll be a roller coaster of emotions. How are you going to deal with that if we're not close?
Get your blades, honey.
Give your family everything. Give them your time. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Folks, when you hear that, you know what it means. It means it's cricket time. So, yes, once again, I am going to read to you an excerpt from Indo-West Indian Cricket, edited by Frank Birbal Singh and Clem Sicharan. This is the 6th book in the series to mark the 150th anniversary of Indians in the Caribbean. And you know, I meant to pack another cricket book in my big bag that I bring every week here to the studio, and I forgot to do it, so I could read you a different passage from a different book. So I do apologize, but listen, this is a beautiful, beautiful passage. So I know you guys are going to absolutely love it. And I am reading from a chapter called Forces Which Shape the Character of Kenai. Here we go. Rohan Kenai was the culmination of the long, tortuous Indo-Guyanese journey through indentureship, the obnoxious lodges or slave ranges, gnawing self-doubts, and the fight to regain their humanity and a redefinition of self. It is therefore not fortuitous that 6 cricketers from quarantine plantations represented British Guyana in the intercolonial quadrangular series in 1956. 5 of them, Kenai, Basil Butcher, Joe Solomon, Ivan Madre, and Sonny Moonsamy were from Port Morant. Sonny Bijnot was from Plantation, Albion, 4 miles to the west. The Quarantine Coast in Berbice was the Kuli heartland. It comprised a string of flat, fertile villages extended for miles along the coast, interspread among vast sugar plantations, bathed uninterruptedly by the fresh Atlantic breeze to the neighboring north. From the 1920s through the 1940s, Indians made small but firm strides in rice cultivation, cattle rearing, market gardening, and the retail trade. Each step constituted a gnawing away at the fetters, material and psychological, which bound them to the plantations. And here, on the Quarantine, greater economic progress spawned a sturdier spirit of independence. Some became quite prosperous. Education acquired a special meaning as the economic foundation solidified, and the Canadian mission schools in the villages and the Berbice High School, founded by the Canadian Presbyterians, were the nursery for Indian school teachers, doctors, lawyers, and other professionals. The economic landscape was changing, and with this came a more strident, robust vision of illimitable possibilities. But an historical sense of hurt, fed by continuing deprivation on many plantations, was never far from the surface, and it had a recidivist quality. Chetty Jagan has illustrated quite dramatically the history of genuflection and hurt existing at Port Morant in the late 1920s. He recalls, between the white and the non-white worlds, there were distances. Social, inhabitants of two worlds did not associate, and physical, the mansions were out of bounds. There was also a psychological distance. I recall vividly my great curiosity about the manager's mansion. I wanted to know what it felt like to be inside the gate. I wanted to know what was going on inside. The opportunity came at Christmas time. I must have been about 8 or 9 years old. I joined the Creole gang and went to share in the largesse of the managers, or the largesse of the manager. The manager's wife, Mrs. Gibson, stood at the window of the top floor of this imposing mansion. She threw coins down at us and enjoyed seeing the wild scramble for the pennies. This is the way our manager's wife offered gifts to workers' children at Christmas time on the sugar plantations. So keeping in tune with our Canadian theme here, I'm going to be playing, all right, David Campbell, Underneath the Great Canadian Sky, or Underneath the Blue Canadian Skies.
Devils, angels, and in between, strutting, shuffling through their scene. That's the way the wheel goes round and round. Coming from far different places, colors of the rainbow faces, to where only the red man once was found. From the east, south and west to a northern dream, underneath the blue Canadian sky. man, bouzouki picker, Napoli accordion player. Are you trying to keep your roots still strong? Madeira man and Madrid woman, Athens beauty and Glasgow he-man. As you dance, do you feel you belong? Quebecois, Anglo-Canadian, were you asked by some comedian if south of the border is your song? Dance the soul, rock and roll, don't ask who plays the tune. Underneath the blue Canadian sky, neon lights, fast hamburgers, tall skyscrapers and rub-down parlors. Find your dream between them if you can. Newfoundland is filled with laughter. Alberta has the all they're after. Take your pick of futures, cross the land. Toronto's clean and Quebec's pretty. Saskatoon's a friendly city. White horses where a man can be a man. See the green in between, soon it may be gone. Underneath the blue Canadian sky, Mohawk, Nukasarsi, Ojibwe, Haida, and the Plains Cree. You Canadians, their cry, do you hear? Blue bloods, true bloods, with your power, are you waiting for the hour when this country's first ones disappear? From across the sea we've all come, some for our own and some for freedom, spreading across this green land everywhere. As we led fast ahead, is gold our only dream? Underneath the blue Canadian sky, underneath the blue Canadian sky, underneath the blue Canadian sky.
All right, that was our boy from Guyana, South America, David Campbell, living in British Columbia here in Canada. So we're going to keep on with our Canadian boys and girls, and let's give it up for Troy and Bent again from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada.
Woman, mama, we don't know how me I repay you. All of the struggles and pain you got through, you still remain a strong woman. Only her felt the pain when she bring for her we come in this world. Honestly, my father could have never find a better girl to bring I come along. Mama sow life seeds so I can now reap the blessing. Thank you for your teaching, thank you for your lesson. I wish you more life, everlasting. Oh, mama, me no know how me I repay you. All of the struggles and pain you go through, you still remain a strong woman. Mama, me no know how me I repay you. All of the struggles and pain you go through, you still remain a strong woman. I see her destiny, real queen in a real life history. Mama coming from a far way. Mama said for show love to everybody. Now how can I ever repay you? I can't do what a woman do, 'cause I'm a man, so I will lift your name higher. Mama, you know how me I repay trouble like that of a mother. 'Cause she's a woman, she's a woman. Oh mama, I love you now and forever. And I thank you for giving me life. Mama, you don't know how me I repay you. All of the struggles and pain you go through, you still remain a strong woman. Mama, you don't know how me I repay you. All of the struggles and pain you go through, you still remain a strong woman. Big woman, how me I repay you? Mommy me call her. Struggles and pain you go through. Gideon's records. Woman, mama.
Made a bang.
Like I look into my eyes, you will set the fire out this beating in me. I said I can look into my eyes, you will set the fire out this beating in me. Yeah, fiesta, fiesta, fiesta. Give them the lumber, number and hour, either your life fire. Dila, dia, you know what's surrender. Make you remember, I'm still the new jigger. Passing on the beat, the fuck I you nigga. I never reach where they go, I still the push jigger. I still the push jigger, yeah. Hey, hey. From Lagos to Mountain, hey. No, you play, man, I just run my race. You said that's no trust me. I give you my face, my shit. This is where we do. Hey, I know they don't push the face. Chica, straight up from my bullet back. One lady, Annie, one lady, she been a dancing boy from my bullet back. I just take do my thing, I know my damn shot. And for you, my partner, you see on my feet. When I step in, they all start to the beats. Give my doors for your dance, I repeat. You see me, you really want it. Fiesta, fiesta, fiesta. Give them the lumber. Don't burn out over, either your life fire. Dila, dia, you know go surrender. Make you remember, I'm still the new jigger. Passing on the beat, the fuck I you nigga. I never reach where they go, I still the push jigger. I still the push jigger, yeah. Hey, from Lagos to Mountain, hey. No, you play, man, I just run my race. You said that you won't trust me. I give you my face, my shit. This is where we do. I know they don't push their face.
All right, folks, that was Zuba Zuba. Another wonderful artist, amazing music. Oh my gosh, that track was called Fiesta. And now Zuba Zuba, or Zuba 4000 kg, he goes by. His stage name is now living in Toronto, Canada. He loves Newfoundland, but to really be in the music scene, be really in it in all aspects, he decided, you know, I've got to go to a big city, and he chose Toronto. And we are so appreciative of him accepting our invitation a couple months ago, actually for Black History Month. He was one of my guests, so I am forever grateful, all these wonderful artists that we can highlight here on Caribbean Connections. But hey, don't go away. We will take a short break for the second hour, and we will be right back. Stay with us now.
This is 93.5 CHMR FM.
Run it! This one the hit, yo. Lady Sarojini. Bless up everyone. This is Troy and Ben from Jamaica here representing. For the most, the host, Lady Sarojini with the Caribbean Connection Show. Hey, Power 93.5 FM, CHMR 11.
I'm another criminal, so get on your searching. But let me tell you though, if you never know, I'm an island man with an African culture. No drugs, no in my bag.
When we dancing, hey, you are my kingdom, your queen. We don't let nobody in between.
Live from Toronto, this is DJ Eruption. You're listening to Sarojini from Caribbean Connections. Peace out.
Then you hold my bumper and ride slow, deep bass.
Hi, this is Vinod from New York City, and you're listening to Sarojini on the Caribbean Connections.
I like your leg, oh yeah. Your bumper is a magnet. I stick on like a magnet. A magnet.
Yeah, it's magnetic. Join Sarojini on Caribbean Connections, Thursdays at 1. Walk through the sands with poetry from our great leaders and academics. Jive with us to Soca, Reggae, Chutney, and Calypso. Get your current cricket results, meet special guests, and more. Every Thursday, 11:30 Eastern, 1 p.m. Newfoundland time.
Baby, I'm magnetic. That thing just sticking on, sticking on, sticking on, sticking on me.
Hey folks, welcome back to the second hour of Caribbean Connections. And yeah, I am telling y'all, we are having a wonderful time. It is the most wonderful, perfect day here in our city, folks. If you are at home, get out, maybe put your earbuds in and you can listen to Caribbean Connections and pretend like you are in the Caribbean. But listen, when I was coming here, I'm like, oh my gosh, all we need are palm trees. Really, everything was just so special. Today on the program, as I mentioned in this first hour, we are featuring for Canada Day, which I know has passed, but we were not in the studio. I am usually broadcasting on Thursdays between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Newfoundland time, or between 11:30 and 1:30 Eastern. So this is why I'm featuring all these fantastic, awesome Caribbean artists here on the program. But we are going to open up this second hour with the one and only David Campbell coming out of British Columbia. And this is Caribbean Man.
Bound to walk with the sun on my face again. Kiss kitty, singing away my pain. Coasting across the Northland with my head up in a maze. Brown man chasing out the devil from Empire Days. So long, trying to find my head and soul. So long for my wheel to roll. Dreams of gold and Shirley Temple, dead forevermore. John Wayne, Edward G. and Cagney won't fool me no more. Rising from cruel days days of chain and flame. Caribbean man, think I know your name. And I will search to find the splinters of your ancient tree round the island wheel of jade they call Caribbean Sea. Jamaica down to Guyana shores, you know, was red man's land not so long ago. So all who live there now never forget the ancient way. It's Siba land, Piaima land you're building on today. If you're trying to catch the sun, Bushman will show you how that magic's done. Town men take away the blindfold, throw it from your eyes. Don't you dance like puppets underneath Caribbean skies. With the sun on my face again, I'm bound to walk with the sun on my face again. I'm bound to walk with the sun on my face again. Kiss kitty, sing away my.
All right, that's David Campbell and Caribbean Man. We are featuring Canadian artists here. So let's move back to Okan, and from that, this is a Juno award-winning group for Best Global Music. And I'm featuring a track called Baila Canada. Actually, this one again is Espiral, and next time we're going to feature Baila Canada.
Masa,
folks, that's Okan, and we are listening to Espiral from the album with the same name, Espiral. So let's make a switch and listen to another Newfoundland artist, and this is Ife Alaba. And we've had the pleasure of interviewing Ife as well. This is Vibes.
Locked in my own heart, trapped in my own mind, prisoner of self, self-demise, self-destruction. Only God can save me now. Only God. I ain't trying to kill you, vibe. I've never felt so insecure about being in the spotlight. I feel the smoke of isolation, surrounded by clouds of self decimation. Locked in my own heart, trapped in my own mind, prisoner of self, self-demise, self-destruction. Only God can save me now. Only God can save me now. Only God. I ain't trying to kill you. I ain't trying to kill you. Save me now, no, no,
And that's Ife Alaba Vibes. So let's give it up again for Okan. And this is Baila Canada.
Yo llego a Cuba muy dentro y en mis canciones lo muestro aunque vivo en Canadá. Mi ritmo viene de Cuba, lo baila Canadá. Ay, mueve bien la cintura, lo baila Canadá. 1, 2, 3 y tú verás, lo baila Canadá. Muévete pa' aquí, muévete pa' allá, lo baila Canadá. Le canto a todos los latinos que vinieron a luchar en busca de un mismo sueño, pues queremos ser los dueños de nuestra vida tal cual, siempre regando alegría a donde quiera que van. Trabajan mucho, trabajan, pues nadie regala nada, son las muchachas de Okan. Mi ritmo viene de Cuba, lo baila Canadá. Ay, no me pidan permiso, lo baila Canadá, para ponerse a bailar, lo baila Canadá. Porque este ritmo es la cura, lo baila Canadá, para toda la humanidad, lo baila Canadá. Le canto a todos los latinos, lo baila Canadá, que vinieron a luchar, lo baila Canadá. Baila lo que no hay más nada, lo baila Canadá. Cumba, 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 ma. Acumba, cumba, acumba, 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 cumba, ma. Báilalo como es, pero mira, mueve los pies. Cumba, 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 báilalo ya tú ves. Ay, la baila Canadá. y otros días contigo se disuelvan en otros.
All right, give it up for Bad Boy Bazzy. This is Freestyle Beat again. Our Canadian boy from Africa, I think Nigeria, living here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. And a warm welcome to all of you listening here on the island of Newfoundland and Labrador in Toronto, Winnipeg, Regina, Saskatoon, Calgary, Vancouver, Maple Ridge and the Sunshine Coast in beautiful British Columbia, crossing over to New York. A special shout out to Nalini and Vinod and the Atchisons and all the family and friends there in Connecticut, Washington, D.C., Texas, California, going even further to New Delhi, India, Brussels, Berlin, Germany, Egypt, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, and the Netherlands, and of course to my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Kitts and the Nevis, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, Barbados, Belize, the Bahamas, and to all of you whom I haven't mentioned, welcome, welcome, welcome. You know we love y'all, and we are so happy. Let me tell y'all that you took time away from your schedule to tune in to Caribbean Connections, broadcasting live here from the campus of Memorial University in the awesome city of St. John's in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. And folks, it is an awesome day today. You're feeling like you're in the Caribbean, minus the palm trees. This is really how you feel. And you know what? We have some friends who are in town visiting, and they went with my daughter Renata. They went on a whale watching tour today. There's a lot of that on here in Newfoundland. And guess what? There was a lot of whale activity. And you know, that means the capelins are coming in to spawn. You know, the cycle of nature is so beautiful. You know, the icebergs are between February to June, maybe the early to the mid part, then they start to break up and implode because, you know, they've been there a long time. they've been grounded and the weather is getting warmer. And then after that, you get capelins coming in to spawn closer to the shore. And guess who follows them? The whales. They're looking for food. So yes, folks, this July is the time to come to Newfoundland to see the whales. So if you're planning a trip, wherever you are, Canada, USA, the Caribbean, around the world, come to Newfoundland, Canada. I am your host, Sarojini, and I host this great show, Caribbean Connections, which I have created and I produced also back in 2017. I can't believe we're in our 7th year, soon to be our 8th year. And folks, let me tell you all, when I started, I told our program director, oh gosh, I don't know, give me half an hour to do something. I don't know what it is. And that led to an hour, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do here? So I started creating interviews, cricket reports, poetry, and all of that good stuff. Now, cricket is very active now, especially in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, and there is going to be cricket in Guyana soon. Oh my gosh. So I saw a great, wonderful match. I've got to get the reports on that. I've got to get Abdullah to give me the reports for St. John's. Wherever you are, Abdullah, come on. I'm waiting for these reports. Okay, folks. So, yes, we will bring you some good cricket reporting. And I'm going to tell you all something. If ever you have a dream, go for it. You know, I've had this idea about starting a show like this ever since I came to Newfoundland several years ago, but I was working in the financial industry at the time, full-time, and there was just no time to do this, raising younger kids, going back and forth to work, activities really 7 days a week, homework, visiting families away from the province, so it was very, very busy. So a few years ago, when things were settling down, the kids are a lot older now, I decided I'm going to create this show, and I'm going to speak to, at the time, our program director, Rhea Rollman, and I'm going to ask her, what do I do? What's the idea like? And she went for it. So here we are, you know, you can do it. So if ever you're thinking about something, folks, go for it. Don't let it keep you back. And in keeping with our Canadian artists, let's give it up for an awesome group which I had the pleasure of interviewing a few years back when they came for the Tombola Multicultural Festival. And again, a Juno Award-winning artist for Best Global Music. Here is Kobo Town and Karachi Burning.
They was burning buses and looting stalls. Man, they beating the rickshaw wallers and all. I never seen in all of my days how grief could set a city ablaze. I never seen in all of my days how grief could set a city ablaze. Was beating their chest in shame. Still others was chanting Miss Boto's name. And to understand what they mean, they dousing the whole place in kerosene. As if all these sticks and stones and stripes could restore a leader to life. As if these sticks and stones and stripes could restore a leader to life. It was the Taliban. Still others said tradition husband. A man had the battle for him Rankan. Rumors was flying through the land. As if for the malicious talk to make the dead to get up and walk. As if for the malicious talk to make the dead to get up and walk. Last night I awoke to this song. Last night I awoke to this song. Before the herb is the healing of the nation. It's here with a good vibration for all man and woman. See the Jamaican flocking at the window. That make me know where is the good vibe flow. I see a bright light shining in the window. Let me know that everyone is burning slow. Ganja weed, burning tonight. Always off the verb, it's on my mind. Give me the weed, any old time. Always off the verb, it's on my mind. Rolling papers all over the table. Reggae music is playing, a setting a good vibes. Everybody is smoking and drinking, dancing, laughing and having a good time. Ganja weed, burning tonight. Always off the earth, it's part of my life. Give me the weed, any old time. Always off the earth, it's part of my life. We got to have it. Never want it. 7 days a week we're smoking. We need some bad some cool out one away. Never think I would live to see today. Plenty laughter, many of joking. Everybody just cool out, everybody smoking. Ganja weed, burning tonight. Always off the herb, it's part of my life. Give me the weed, any old time. Always off the herb, it's part of my life. Yeah, we need the herb. But some want it. We can't do without it. Ganja weed, burning tonight. Always have the herb, it's on my mind. Give me the weed, any old time. Always have the herb, it's part of my life. You know, herb is the healing of the nation. Spoke by very nation, all over creation. Yeah, you know we said we need it. You know we want it.
All right, folks, that was Jack Cutter from nowhere else than Montreal, Canada. And that was Ganja Weed. See what I told y'all? We have so many great, awesome Caribbean artists here in Canada, all over St. John's and Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia, Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg. That's why I welcome everybody listening from all these places in Saskatoon, Regina, British Columbia, all over, especially Vancouver. So folks, today we are featuring all Canadian artists in honor of Canada Day, which was July 1st. And we want to welcome our U.S. neighbors and friends for tomorrow's July 4th weekend. I guess they're going to have a long weekend. So, hey, let's listen to the Juno Award-winning group for Best Global Music, and that's Okan from their album Esperal, and this is Mercedes.
Se lo brindó al bodeguero y al taxista se lo dio. También comió el panadero y hasta el de la construcción. Vio que le daba dinero, eso de ser bondadosa. Mercedes no es poca cosa, su pecado es el primero. Oye, mira, Mercedes le cogieron los mandados y no se lo pidieron prestado. Te conozco a calao. Mercedes la de pescado, la de moño aborotado. Por allá por La Habana te dan pollo por pescado. Por ahí vienes de mar y con tremendo tumbao.
Mercedes, la cosa está mala, mulata salamera, tremenda cubana, con tanta calidad. La de tu pescado fresco, seguro faltan esos que quieras saborear. Pero no, chica, que va, tú tienes que parar. No es regalado y punto, provocas el disgusto de que lo probó sincero, quiso comerlo de nuevo. Fíjate si la ha cogido hasta el gusto. Óyeme, si lo da, reparte. Metido en la isla, luchalo. Ese bicho es frito en salsa grilla. Y si quieres algo más fino, nene, dale sushi Mercedes.
un babalao que la vio de medio lado. Ay, Mercedita, ay, qué bonita.
All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is just fantastic music. And we are all driving here too. Okan. And wasn't that a great track, folks? That was actually Mercedes, and it was off the album Esperal by the one and only Okan. And I believe they are from Cuba, and they live in Toronto, Canada. They came to St. John's here in Newfoundland and Labrador for the Tombolo Multicultural Festival about 3 years ago, and they were awesome. If you guys are in the Toronto area or wherever they're performing, go and see them. This is really awesome music, and they won the award, as I told you all, for best global music that year. So they are just a fantastic group. Well, let's give it up now for Richie C, another Canadian artist, and this is Come to Me. All right.
Asking me to understand your feeling, to forget my own and let you go. Darling, I won't raise a hand to stop you. Just let me say one thing before you go. Come to me whenever you get lonely. Just reach out a hand and there I'll be. My love will light your way out of your darkness. If you ever need a true love, come to me. I believe time alone can change you, but changing tides will bring you back to me. So when you're tired chasing rainbows, just make a wish for love and there I'll be. Come to me whenever you get lonely. Just reach out a hand and there I'll be. My love will light your way out of your darkness. If you ever need a true love, come to me. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Understand your feeling, to forget my own and let you go. Darling, I won't raise a hand to stop you. Just let me say one thing before you go. Come to me whenever you get lonely, pretty baby. Just reach out a hand. Ever need a true love, come to me. Come to me. Oh. Just reach out a hand and there I'll be. My love will light your way out of your ever need a true love, come to me. Come to me whenever you get lonely. Just reach out a hand and dare out a beat. My love will light your way out of your darkness. If you ever need a true love.
All right, folks, that was Richie C. I hope y'all are having a great time. We are featuring our Canadian artists here on Caribbean Connections. And of course, as I told y'all, we want to celebrate. We know Canada Day passed. We weren't here in the studio. So we are going to feature the artists today, July 3rd. And we want to welcome in our American brothers and sisters. You know, we love y'all people. Give peace to the world, right? You know, there is so much going on, and I know that there's, you know, all kinds of things being said in the news and whatnot, but listen, we really got to open up our arms and show people that, hey, we love y'all very, very much. So guess what, folks? I think it's probably time to play some Troyden Bent again, you know, from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. So I really want to play his stuff. So listen, this is the one and only Troyden Bent.
Hey, yeah.
Said to be the human race.
Give thanks and praise, you know. Don't you worry. Okay, you can cry when you're feeling down, 'cause no one hear you calling when you're underground. 'Cause they want you to be like this, gone caught up in their trick. I don't really like this shit. That's the reason I'm gonna keep this fire burning, and Jaja keep me conscious when I'm learning. Don't you worry. This is our reality. Them know all your quality. Listen them priority. Control a small quantity. Illumine them my sanity. Critical methodology. All of that them story for your crash and for your worry. I'll never be afraid, I'm a lion. Treading on this journey onto Zion. Slewing all the wicked men icon. Even when them a Goliath and ya David. Don't you worry. You're hurting, mama, but don't you worry. I know how you feeling, papa. Don't you worry.
'Cause they want you to feel like this, gone caught up in their trick. I don't really like this shit.
And that's the reason I'm gonna keep this fire burning, and Jaja keep me conscious when I'm learning. I don't wanna worry.
You worry.
say Mother Earth. Yeah. Oh, so don't you worry.
All right, we're gonna give it up for Zuba 4000 kg.
First time you pass by, my car crushed. Ooh, yeah. The way you move made my car rush. Baby, I wanna...
And this is Magnet by Zuba 4000 kg, another Canadian artist from St. John's, originally from Zimbabwe, now living in Toronto.
I'm crazy. So lonely, girl. So lonely, you are like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, your body like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, you are like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, your body like magnet. Yeah. Is it juju wala mula one day? Ooh, yeah. Me and my willing nigga, we no way. Baby, I'm into you like a bus in my homie. Yeah, yeah. I don't care who sees what I go do with my body. Clear my head surface and say no. I be trying to clear my head surface, it's no true. I be trying to clear my head surface and say no. I be trying to clear my head surface, it's not true, no. So lonely, girl. So lonely, you are like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, your body like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, you are like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, your body like magnet.
I'm into you like your money. You come like a ghost and disappear, sana. I'm into you like your money. Make you wine, make you shine. Them bands with you, don't be shy. I wanna be rubber side every day. I like your swag. Let's get it the one. Dope dinner. Dope dinner. When I think about our love, dope dinner. I think about our kiss, dope dinner. I think about our touch.
So lonely, girl. So lonely, you are like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, your body like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, you are like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, your body like magnet. Yeah. Is it juju wala mula one day? Baby. Me and my willing nigga, we no way. Tell me, I'm into you like a bus in my homie. Yeah, yeah. I don't care who sees what you go do with my body. Clear my head surface and say no. I be trying to clear my head surface, it's no true. I be trying to clear my head surface and say no. I be trying to clear my head surface, it's not true, no. So lonely, girl. So lonely, you are like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, your body like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, you are like magnet. So lonely, girl. So lonely, your body like magnet.
All right, that was Zuba 4000 kg. He spent a lot of time here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, now living in Toronto. So tell you what, folks, let's give it up for the one and only Selena Boland from St. John's here in Newfoundland and Labrador. And we are gonna play the track called Cold Hard Facts by Selena Boland.
Telling him we should meet, I could command him if he spoke more honestly, but in the end he would still end up hurting me. I could pretend that I didn't give my love again to another boy who would take it for granted. I could defend a good reason to hold his hand if he were walking through Paris, cause we had once planned. But I'd rather believe in cold hard facts. I'd rather believe he's not coming back. I can measure this and I can measure that. We can measure this and we can measure. But I'd rather believe in cold hard facts. I could pretend that he didn't fly far away, to let somebody else lie beside him where I once lay. I could pretend that I'm not another casualty in his very long-winded, unstable love story. Love story. But I'd rather believe in cold hard facts. I'd rather believe he's not coming back. I can measure this and I can measure that. We can measure this and we can measure. But I'd rather believe in cold hard facts. I met a boy, he was lost and destroyed and he had nothing. I met a boy, he was lost and destroyed and he had nothing to give but cold, hard facts. Cold, hard facts. But I'd rather believe in cold, hard facts. I'd rather believe he's not coming back. I can measure this and I can measure that. We can measure this and we can measure. But I'd rather believe in cold, hard facts.
All right, folks, that was the beautiful, sensuous Selena Boland right here from the wonderful city of St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. And it's coming from her track, The Cold. She's also very fantastic, folks. If ever you all have a chance to listen to her at any venue, certainly take the opportunity. Well, hey guys, oh my goodness, can you believe we've come to the end of the program? And I can't believe it either. 2 hours just flew by today and we were featuring all Canadian artists for Canada Day celebrations to honor this wonderful day and also to welcome in our American neighbors and friends for their July 4th celebrations tomorrow. We certainly hope that you've enjoyed the program today. Please tune in next time here on www.chmr.ca anywhere in the world. And you can also get us on Rogers Cable and Bell Alliance. Certainly Google and just find CHMR.ca on your dial if you're around town, 93.5 FM. Thank you for joining me here today. It was absolutely wonderful having you. I hope you had a very good time. Be well, be kind, and take care of each other. So here, we are gonna sign off here with another Canadian artist. Bye for now. Take care of yourselves.
I wanna have a good time with the boys tonight. I got my pride.
This is Zainova, the one and only. This is Locked In All Night Long.
Know my dream. Another shot, no, don't you cut me off. I wanna drink her memory tonight. more sleep. Yeah. But nature calls in the bathroom stall, and fellas slip till it's 3 a.m. The bar is quiet, and everybody's gone. I'm locked in all night long. I'm locked in all night long. Somebody save me, save me, save me, please. So I break out the window. I don't wanna be locked in all night long. I'm walking home, it's a cold and freezing dawn. I didn't rock that bar, hell I missed the show. I'm feeling down low. I trust myself and that cute bartender. Why don't they check everything inside the bar? But damn, I hate them all. How can they live in the bathroom stall and fell asleep till it's 3 a.m. The bar is quiet and everybody's gone. Yeah, I'm locked in all night long. I'm locked in all night long. Somebody save me, save me, save me, please. So I break out the window. I don't wanna be locked in all night long. Yeah. So I swore never again. Yeah. Hell, I swore never again. I'm locked in all night long. 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 Somebody save me, save me, save me, please. So I break out the window. I don't wanna be locked in all night long.
This is 93.5 CHMR FM.